What's going on, everybody? It's Cool Fury. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video 100 with Cool Fury, man. So, look, I promised this video, and here it is. We're going to talk about different types of iced out watches and the price points and basically what you can expect from a watch at each price point. So, I'm going to start with a $27 Pentime watch. You can get this on Amazon. And then I'm going to go to the $80 Drip Talk jewelry watches. And then I'm going to go all the way up to an $850 Moissanite iced out presidential style watch from Harlem Bling. So let's talk about the Pentime watch first. All right. You see it right here. This is a Cartier style Pentime. This watch I picked up from Amazon last year for $27, right? So let's pull it out. This watch, the first thing you're going to notice about it, I mean, it's this case right here is kind of bulky, so it's kind of heavy on this part right here. And then I noticed this watch was advertised as a stainless steel back. So I'm not really sure if the bracelet right here, I'm not sure if these links are fully stainless steel or if there's like mostly other alloys there for that. Um, Another thing on a watch like this, you can see the stones right here. Um, these stones are more than likely going to be glued in on this type of watch. This is $27. A lot of times when you see watches, whether they're Moissanite or CZ, and they're fairly expensive, a lot of times it's because the labor that goes into making a hand set watch. If they hand set the stones, it's going to be more expensive. These are going to be glued in. You can usually tell if it's glued in or hand set because you'll see some lines, like you'll see where they actually set the stone in the metal. But these just look like they're just glued in. So, you know, and also the look of it, there's a lot of other watches out there that are more expensive than this one that look better. Um, Look at the side of the case, and this watch looks like it was about 30, $40. It doesn't look like a really expensive replica. But if you want something on your wrist that shines and is cheap, and it's just for a look, just for fun, I mean, you could pick this up, but don't go out, trying to front like it's actually an iced out Cartier watch with natural diamonds on it or anything, because you're not going to fool anybody with this. I mean, it doesn't even have that real, like, regal look that a Cartier watch has. It looks like a cheaper knockoff. So keep that in mind on that watch. All right, so let's talk about these two Drip Talk jewelry watches. Now, I got an AP style right here, and I got another iced out watch here. I really like the band on this one. I don't know. That's a nice looking band to me. And these Drip Talk jewelry watches, man, these are CZ as well, just like the Pentime watch. These watches hit, man. Like, look, just look at them. Look at them sparkle. If you like CZ and you don't care, about moissanite or anything, check out Drip Talk Jewelry. These things hit hard. All right, so pull this one out. One of the things I noticed, kind of right off the bat with this one doesn't feel like it's that much heavier than this kind of watch. This watch had a lot of weight because of that thick case on it, but this one just picking it up, it's still a little light, but honestly, it feels like it's better quality than this one. Also, another reason for a lot of shine on this watch is because I think these watches here are actually plated. So these are like white gold plated, and it gives it, an extra shine on there. Um, One thing you'll notice about this watch, I noticed it. You may not be able to. I don't know if my phone is picking up the audio, but you can actually hear this watch tick. Um, I'm not saying that it's a deal breaker, but you can hear it tick a little bit. And I'm not saying that it sounds like a time bomb, on your wrist, but you can hear it tick a little bit. But just feeling it, it feels like it's a little higher quality than the Pentime watch. And when you put it on, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like it's just a feel thing. Sometimes when you pick up something, it feels like it's a little better than something else. That's pretty much all I can really say. Um, but also at this price point, I definitely believe these stones, and I'm just looking at it right here. These look like they're glued in as well. So again, this is $80 retail, and Drip Talk Jewelry typically has a coupon code, so you can get this watch in the $50 range. So again, iced out $50. That means the stones are not going to be hand set. All right. So these stones are probably going to be glued in as well. But the reason this costs more than this, once you get this in your hands, you actually see that it's of a higher quality than this one. All right. So put that watch down. And that's pretty much going to be the same thing with this one. Um, yeah, both of these watches feel like they're higher quality than that. And that makes sense because these are a higher price point. So again, stones are going to be glued in on this one. Um, it is plated, gives it that extra shine. Um, Also, they look like nice replicas. You know what I mean? Like if you put a real AP Royal Oak that's iced out next to this one, you're going to be able to tell the difference. It's going to be very obvious. So when you're wearing watches like this, you have to be realistic. You don't want to go out and try to front. I mean, you're wearing it because you like how it looks, it's shiny, and just keep it at that. You know what I mean? So we're going to move to the most expensive of all these watches. This is from Harlem Bling. This is an iced out moissanite presidential style watch. Now, this has a quartz movement, so it ticks. You don't really hear it too much like you do on the Drip Talk watch. But this is like your most basic moissanite um, bust down they have. So picking this thing up, I mean, 100%, it feels more premium than all of the other watches I just showed you. These links, like this is fully stainless steel. The back seems like it's a little bit thicker. The links feel nice and solid. I don't know, like the Pentine, these links felt a little hollow. The Drip Talk watch, the links felt more solid, but I don't know. This one feels. This is not the heaviest watch either, but this feels more, a little bit more sturdy. But this is what I was talking about with that Drip Talk Shine. Look at that watch, and then look at this one next to it. Both of them hit, but These Drip Talk watches compete. But anyway, back to this one. Like I said, look at the case. The back feels nice and solid. The links. Look at that. That's definitely some nice solid stainless steel right there. The clasp also is stainless. This just seems like a nice sturdy watch. Um, Seems like I'll have it for a long time. I don't believe this is plated. I just think that it's natural stainless steel that's polished, if I'm not mistaken. I don't believe these are plated. So again, like with a watch like these, they look really nice. They're shiny. They're plated for that extra shine. But one of those things, you do have to keep in mind that these are going to be plated versus this one that's just polished. And of course, if you know about moissanite jewelry, these stones aren't going to cloud or anything. You just got to clean it up every now and then, and you're good to go. This watch should last a lifetime. With it being a solid stainless steel watch with moissanite stones, these are CZ. So CZs can chip easier and get cloudy easier. Um, so it just really depends on the type of budget you're trying to stay in. I think these Drip Talk watches are nicer than the Pentime, which is why they cost a little bit more. So if you're in that budget, $80 or so, and like I said, they always have a discount code on that website. So, but if you're in that price range, that's probably a decent option for you. $80, it allows you to get more than one, so you can switch up the look, so you won't have to wear out one watch really quickly. But if you want to step up to the moissanite level and have an even more like special piece, you might think about getting one of these. Harlem Bling has discount codes as well. So even though this watch is a lot more expensive, you can get a lot of money off of these. I think right now Harlem Bling is doing 35% off of moissanite. So it's like this is an $850 watch at retail. So whatever 35% off of that is. So that's the video, man. I decided to make the switch to moissanite. I know that it's a very good stone. This watch looks really good on the wrist. I don't know if my phone's camera is doing it justice, but these are really nice. When the sun hits them, they shine nice. And knowing that it's moissanite, you just feel like you have something a little more special on your wrist. So if it's worth it to you, definitely step up to this one. But with that said, man, that's going to be the end of this video. Check out the other videos on the channel. Um, Check out my other channel where I drop music. And with that said, that's going to be the end of this one. Like and subscribe on this channel. Like and subscribe on my music channel. And with that said, that's going to be the end of this video. And I'm out. Peace. Okay, I forgot one very, very important detail about this Harlem Bling watch, right? So I talked about stones being glued in on these. The stones on this watch are hand set. So whenever stones are set like that, it's going to cost more because it takes more time to hand set stones than it does to just glue them in like this. So, and typically when stones are hand set, they're a little more. The watches are a little more special. The jewelry, period, when you have hand set stones, is just nicer. It's more premium. If you look closely in between the stones, you can tell like they're hand set in there. Versus like these, you can tell it looks like it's glued in, but you can tell that these are actually handset when you look close. So that's just another detail. Like and subscribe. Catch you in the next video. I'm out. Peace. All right, so I think there's one detail that I might have left out about the Harlem Bling watch. So the Harlem Bling watch that's made with moissanite, those stones are actually set into the metal, which is actually better than being glued into the metal like the other watches in the video. It just makes it a more premium product, and the stones actually should stay in there longer. It doesn't mean you won't miss or lose a couple stones here or there, but for the most part, it should stay intact and last longer than the stones actually being glued in. It just makes it a more premium product, a little nicer, and it definitely makes it more expensive. That's definitely a factor. If they're handset, then they're really that'll really affect the price. But I believe Harlem Bling watches are machine set. But in any event, they're set into the metal versus glued in, which is better. So I just wanted to give you that detail that I think I left out. And with that being said, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.